Welcome back to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including today. Are T-Mobile and Verizon becoming the new cable TV companies? The FCC reimposes net neutrality, and Comcast posts some very scary numbers, including a lot of subscriber losses in its internet section as Cord Cutting 2.0 grows. We're going to break down these stories and a whole lot more here in a minute. If you want to learn more about these stories, check out the show notes down below and in the first pinned comment. Pull a link to each story I talk about there so you can read them for yourself. Come up with your own opinions. I'd love to hear from you. Also, I'm back. I know I missed the last 2 days. Thank you to everybody for your support. We're back to the regular Cord Cutting Today schedule, Monday through Friday, about 7 a.m. Eastern. I post most of these roughly every Monday through Friday. And lastly, before we get into the news stories, if you're new here, do me a big favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. It's a huge help. All right, let's dive into this. Increasingly, Comcast and Spectrum have new competitors in the world of cable TV, and it's T-Mobile and Verizon. Now, Verizon's kind of been a competitor for a while with Fios, its fiber service and TV service in the past. But now with its 5G home internet and its bundles of streaming services, they're kind of turning into the new cable TV providers. Increasingly, many cord cutters are looking at wireless plans as ways to affordably cut the cost of their television. If you're a Verizon customer on a legacy plan, you get the Disney bundle for free. T-Mobile offers, depending which plan you are, Netflix, Apple TV Plus, or MLB.TV, and to name a few of the free services you can get. There's a new study out there that says that increasingly cord cutters and Americans in general are looking at these wireless providers as ways to pay for their plans. I know I'm on a grandfathered Verizon plan, which gives me free Disney Plus, and better believe I'm not rushing to change that. Even with their new plan though, you get discounted towards streaming services that allow you to pick which kind of bundles you want on that, allowing you to help cut your costs. This has kind of created an interesting move. Now you have things like T-Mobile giving you your home phone, home internet through 5G, your home phone through their T-Mobile wireless plans, and now streaming on many popular streaming services, very similar to how cable TV companies did it. And it really does make them into the 20 cord-cutting cable TV providers in 2024. Let me know what you think. Do you think increasingly people are going to look at their wireless plans this way, looking to bundle their streaming services into wireless plans, something they would pay for? This comes as streaming providers and wireless providers are both looking at these as win-win deals. Streaming providers get a lot of subscribers very quickly, guaranteed pay. Wireless companies are facing a lot of competition from cheap discounted internet and phone providers for your wireless service providers for your phone, I should say, from even places like Comcast and Spectrum. And now they use streaming to help stand out. But leave me a comment, let me know what you think on that. Yesterday, the FCC had their vote on net neutrality. Now, this was wiped out in early 2018. I think it was in place for 3 or 4 years, net neutrality was, before it was removed. Well, it's back, released on paper for now. The FCC has voted to reinstate net neutrality rules, which turns cable internet or internet period into a utility regulated by the FCC instead of it being regulated by the FTC anymore, Federal Trade Commission. Now, with this, many groups have already threatened legal challenges to this. It's not in effect yet, and I suspect it's going to be a little bit until it's in effect. This is probably going to end up in court for some time. We could be years down the road until it goes into effect. We'll see how it plays out in the court system. Could go faster than I expect, but probably years down the road. Now, cord cutting existed before net neutrality, cord cutting existed after net neutrality and during it, and it will exist again. We'll have to wait and see how the FCC decides to regulate internet providers. We're going to keep a very close eye on this. But net neutrality is back once again out there. So check that out. Link in the show notes if you want to read more about that. But let me know, are you excited to have net neutrality back? Do people understand what net neutrality is? I think a lot of people don't. It's very interesting. In short, nothing is going to change in the near term. Again, keep that in mind. In the near term, nothing's changed. Expect this to end up in court. I expect this to be stayed as it goes through the court processes. We'll see how this plays out over probably the next year or more even with that. Comcast reported its earnings numbers yesterday, and they lost 487,000 television customers. That works out to be over 5,000 people canceling television on Comcast every single day in the first quarter. That's not even the scary number. The scary number is they lost 65,000 internet customers. May not sound like much in the realm of television losses, but that's a jump from 34,000 in the fourth quarter. So they went from 34,000 lost internet customers to 64,000 or 65,000. I apologize with that. Not quite doubling it, but pretty darn close to doubling their losses. This is as cord cutting 2.0 continues to grow. Now, cord cutting 1.0 was the idea of canceling your television service and looking at new options, mostly streaming. Now, 2.0 is canceling your internet provider from traditional cable TV companies, breaking completely free from them, and going wireless with 5G home internet or fiber options from other companies, or maybe satellite options like Amazon's new internet service that's coming soon, or SpaceX's Starlink service. Look for this to become more and more common. Now, I'm recording this the night before, so this morning when you're watching this, Spectrum will report their numbers. Be interesting to see. They reported their first ever loss in, or not ever, but their most recent loss in internet providers, subscribers. I suspect, I'm going to record this the night before, that we will see Spectrum also report large losses when it comes to television and internet. We'll see what happens, but cord cutting 2.0 is real. People are sick of paying their high cost for internet. Yes, if you are a cable subscriber, it's very good internet. If you're a gamer, you really care about that. But for most people, if you're just streaming Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, if you're just checking your bank account, checking out Facebook, uploading, or watching a YouTube video, you don't need a gig service for the most part. Most people are very happy with 200 or 300 down, and that's what 5G home internet gives them in many areas. Increasingly, you get satellite internet too. Many people may be very happy with that. Fiber options are growing. Like I said, for years I've had AT&T or Comcast in my home. There's a new fiber company running down our street right now. So we're going to have AT&T's fiber, Comcast, and this new internet provider coming here. Plus I have 5G home internet from T-Mobile. And of course I get satellite link internet and other options. For the first time, for many people, real options for home internet are becoming a reality. We'll have to keep a very close eye on this, but it's increasingly putting pressure on Comcast. That's why I think we saw them recently launch cheaper internet plans starting at $30 a month with no data caps to try to address the fact that they're losing internet subscribers at cord cutting 2.0. I'm a huge fan of competition. Historically, in internet markets with true competition for home internet see their speeds go up and data caps go away. And we're starting to see that become more and more popular across the country. And I know I'll get people to say, I have absolutely no options. And that's maybe true. But I bet you there's more options than you may realize that you just haven't looked recently. Because Starlink 5G home internet is available in a surprising number of areas. Yes, not everywhere, but it's getting better and better with that. All right, next story up. Mattel is partnering with Samsung TV Plus, which is Samsung's free ad-supported streaming service. It is now available or launching some 24/7 free ad-supported streaming channels on Samsung TVs and on their website. Now with this, you're going to get a 24/7 Barbie channel, Barbie and Friends, Hot Wheels, and Mattel Junior with a bunch of Mattel streaming program there. For now, it's starting with Samsung TV Plus. I suspect this will roll out to other services in the future, but they're going to start with Samsung, who's been working very hard to get some very good exclusives. Samsung TV Plus is kind of that free ad-supported streaming service because it's hard to find on many devices. Not a lot of people talk about, but it's pretty darn good. I hope that they wise up a little bit there and they bring it to other devices like Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, Google TV, and more. For now, though, it's available on Samsung smart televisions, mobile devices, if I remember correctly, and on their website. Link in the show notes if you want to learn more about it. Hey, Samsung, you want to make some money? You really want to make that service profitable? No one is going to buy a TV just because you have Samsung TV Plus. They're just not. But they would happily probably install that on a Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV long before it makes them want to buy your television. I don't understand these television companies making theirs exclusive to their televisions. I think they'll be much more successful if they rolled it out to any program, much like Pluto TV, Tubi, and others. Speaking of its competitors, the Roku channel has partnered with the national parks to offer your ability to explore natural wonders across the United States. The new National Parks channel is now available on the Roku channel for free to 24/7 stream of content from national parks. Great scenery. If you're looking for something peaceful to put on your television, check it out. I was watching it earlier. Really nice content. Again, 100% free, available through the Roku channel. And lastly, Philo has added 6 new channels from A&E and others. With this, you're going to find some new A&E programming, TV One programming, and partnering with like Dabble and others to bring their content online to Philo. Now with Philo, you're going to be able to get these. Most of these are free channels. Dabble is a free over-the-air channel. Check it out. Link in the show notes if you want to see all the channels that Philo just added. If you're a Philo subscriber, 6 new channels are being added. Yes, they are free. Some of these are available on other services for free, but now they're integrated into your Philo app with it. Well, I've been traveling all day. We got delayed, unfortunately, kids and all that. So I got here late. No Q&A today. I really do apologize, but I'll come back and answer some questions on Monday, so make sure to leave me a question here. Start off with like a question for Luke, so I know it's something you want me to answer. I will try to answer some this weekend in the comments, and I'll pick a few, 1 or 2, to answer here on Monday. Until then, take care, be safe. Thanks for your support as I was gone for a few days traveling with family. I made a commitment that family was going to be something I spent more time with this year, and that's my goal. I really do appreciate it. Until next time, take care, be safe. I'll be back again real soon.